welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. And if you're new, my name is Brenda and welcome, and I appreciate you as well. If you like home decor on a budget, if you like holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, and an occasional haul, then hit that subscribe button and become part of our family, and then let me know in the comment box below. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this project, I started out with 2 of these triangles that I got from the Dollar Tree. Some of these little wood sticks I got off of Amazon, some of these ornaments from Walmart, and some paper from Hobby Lobby. So of course I start off by tracing out those triangles, and one on each different paper, and then I cut them out so that they fit on the front of each of those signs. Then once I got that done, I took my glue stick there, and I'm just putting it on the back of the papers. Now you could use a glue stick, you could use Mod Podge, you could use hot glue, you could use double-sided tape, you can use just about anything you would like to use to adhere the paper to those triangles. And then once I got it all on, I painted the edges with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. I should have done that before I added the paper. After I added the paper, I realized that it looked like it needed it. So then I took this ribbon that I got from Walmart, and I just cut it down to size to fit around those triangles, and then I'm just hot gluing them in the back. Then after that, I took these little ornaments, and I had put some of those little sticky dots on them, but I also added a little hot glue, and I'm just putting them right in the middle of where that ribbon was. Then I took some of this holly leaf with berries. I got it, and it's a little package. I got it from Hobby Lobby, and so I'm just going to add one on each one of the triangles there. Then after that, I took one of these sticks that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going to hot glue one to the base of each one. Now I did sort through those sticks and tried to find one that was smaller because I kind of wanted one to be a little bit taller than the other. Then I took 6 tumbling tower blocks, and I am hot gluing them in a set of 3. So I have 2 sets of 3 there. And then after that, I used my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I give them both a good painting. And once they were dry, I put some hot glue on the bottom of that stick and hot glue it right onto the base. And that was all there was for these little trees. And I think they came out really cute. That one that says Joy to the World is a little crooked, but that's only because of the stick was a little crooked. And when I realized it, I had already glued it on, so I couldn't take it apart. Anyways, so here's number 2. Now this project I absolutely love. I am a new chalk couture designer, and this is actually my first time using it, and I love this stuff. It was so fun and so easy, and it just looks so high-end. So I started off by cutting off those little stars from this stencil because I didn't need to use it. I didn't want to use it, and I don't know if you noticed, there was a line there where you could cut it. So when you first use one of these, you want to fuzz the back because they are adhesive and they're kind of sticky. So you want to fuzz it about 5 times, so that way it just kind of helps lessen some of the stickiness on the back, if you will. Then you just place it right where you want it, and you just rub it on so that it adheres to your surface. And I am taking my chalk paste. I think that's eucalyptus. I'll have the colors in the description box. And I'm using my little squeegee, and I'm just rubbing that paste on top of the 2 trees on the sides. Then I took my white paste, and I am rubbing it on the tree in the middle. And after that, I'm going to take the shimmer gold, I believe, and I'm going to use that to coat the Merry Christmas. Now, what I love about these little stencils is that I could have just used the trees if I wanted to just use the Merry Christmas. You know, they're very versatile, and I could, just done Merry Christmas if I wanted to and not do anything on the trees. So it's really cool because whenever you get these stencils, you can kind of choose what parts of it you want to use and what parts of it you don't want to use. And that just makes it, like I said, very versatile. So once I got those all on, here comes the fun part, guys. You just pull off and look at that. It's just beautiful. I just love it. So after I cleaned off my stencils, then I came back and I took some of this lamb's ear I got from a pick from Walmart, a Christmas pick, and I am just hot gluing a couple of the leaves on the top there. And then I'm going to take a couple of these little fur picks that I clipped off of a pick, and I'm using some floral wire to tie them together, and then I'm just going to hot glue them right in the middle there as well. And then after that, I am just going to add a little bit of hot glue there on the leaves because I wanted to make sure that it was there secure. Then I'm just going to make a bow out of some ribbon I got from Walmart and some burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a double bow and add it to the top there as well. Now, if you are interested in some of this chalk couture, I will have a link in my link tree in the description box. I will even have a link in there for the specific items that I used in case you wanted to order this. You could go right into that cart and order each item that I used, or you could even, if you wanted to delete some of the items or add some items, you can do that as well. But yeah, this stuff is amazing. If you haven't tried it out, give it a try. It's so fun. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to comment in the comment box. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have on it. Okay, and then I just dovetailed the ends of those bows, and that was all there was for this sign. And like when I showed my mom, she's like, oh my goodness, you could sell that. It is so beautiful. It just looks really nice. So I took some of that burlap ribbon and I just wrapped it around that base. I just felt like it needed something, but if you like it to look plain, you don't have to add anything to it because it still looked beautiful. But for me, I always like a little extra, so I just thought this just added a little something. So I just wrapped that ribbon around it, and that was all I did. And I just think it is so pretty. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to show you guys some more of the stencils that I have gotten. Okay, here is DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I am going to use some half beads that I got from Amazon, and I'll have them in my description box below. This Snowflake from a box of Ornaments from Walmart, and then that Sled from Dollar Tree. Now I was planning on painting the sled, and so I started off by taking the runners from the back part of it, and it wasn't just hot glued down, it also had like little pins. So if you try to do this, you just be careful of those little pins. I did use my needle nose pliers, and all I had to do is just kind of pull a little bit and twist, and they came right out. So once I got the runners off, that's when I noticed those little pins there. But I end up not painting this. I end up covering it, you'll see here, with some wallpaper instead. So I really didn't have to do that part. But I took this wallpaper and I'm just tracing it out. Now I actually ended up using 2 pieces of this wallpaper because I decided I wanted to cover the ugly picture as well. I shouldn't say ugly. It's a cute picture with Santa Claus. But I covered both sides of this sled. So that way it just looked a little more nice and finished on the other end. So after I got, I guess it's not Santa Claus, it's Snowman. After I got that done, I just painted those runners with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery. And then I will paint that snowflake the same. And the reason why I use this color is because I'm going to have my living room tree colors with that kind of green with black and cream colors. So that's why I'm using the Celery. You could use any color you want. And then I laid those runners out where I wanted them. And I hot glued this on, and then I realized, I moved it over too far. I'm like, ugh. So I pulled it back up and stuck it back on. It would have probably been easier if I would have hot glued the runners to the back of this instead of the back to the runners, if that makes sense. The way I do it now, it was a little easier. I just put some hot glue right on the runner, and then I put the sled part down on it. And then I hot glued the little banner on top as well. Then I just laid out those beads and then I'm going to hot glue the beads and the snowflake just like you see there, just so it would read joy. If you'd like to show me some love and buy me a coffee, you can find the link in my link tree in the description box, as well as the links for my social media and Chalk Couture. Then once I have them all hot glued on, I believe I'm going to make a bow next. I'm getting ahead of myself here, I guess. There we go. Yes, I took this ribbon. I got this ribbon off of Amazon as well. And I'll make sure you have a link to that. And then I make a bow. I'm using a twist tie to secure it. And then this ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby. This ribbon is what actually, when I saw this at Hobby Lobby, this is what made me think of what color I wanted to do my tree this year. When I saw this, I just knew that this is the colors that I wanted to put on the tree. I just think it's really elegant looking. So yeah, I have a lot of ribbon from Hobby Lobby with these colors that I absolutely love. So then I just hot glue that bow to the top of the sleigh or sled. I guess it's a sled, not a sleigh. And then I took another little snowflake from Dollar Tree and painted it with that celery color and put it right in the middle of the bow. Then I took the original hanger that came off of the sled and I'm just putting it back on, tying a knot, trim off the ends, and this project is done. You have to let me know in the comment box what you think of this project as well as the other ones. I think it's so cute. Okay, so here comes DIY number 4, and here is a snowflake snowman wreath. Although it doesn't really look like a snowflake there. I used 6 of these white Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree, as well as the snowman sign from the Dollar Tree. And I had twine there, but yeah, I used that twine too. So I start off by taking all the little end pieces off of those trees. And then I took some duct tape and I am just going to duct tape 2 of them together. So you're going to have 3 strips of 2, I guess you could say. Now I saw this on, I think, Pinterest last year. It was Pinterest or YouTube last year. And I wanted to make one so bad, but I couldn't find these white trees and I found some. So I was excited and knew what I wanted to do with them. So then you just kind of lay it out in the shape of a snowflake. And then you're going to use some more tape there to secure them all together. And then after that, you want to fluff it up. Now these trees are very thin, so I was trying to really take the stuff from behind and kind of pull it forward to help make it look a little fuller. If you're liking today's video and you like what you see, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and become part of our little growing family. I would appreciate it. It would make me so happy. And then I just am taking off the little red thing that was on his hat. And then I'm going to use my heat gun, and I'm going to use my little spatula, and I'm going to scrape off the glitter from his collar because I'm going to paint it, that and the rim or the trim around his hat. I'm going to paint blue. Also, guys, make sure you like and this video. If you like it, hit that like button because that really does help my channel grow, as well as comment. Let me know which one you liked. Let me know if you're new here. I love hearing from you guys, and I do reply to everyone when you comment in my comment box. I enjoy getting to know you guys a little bit better. But that really does, it helps my channel grow because it does let YouTube know that you like the content. And so then that way they will promote it more. And so, yeah, make sure you comment. And if you have the notification bell set and you're not getting notified, I am sorry, it's not me. It is something to do with YouTube because I've noticed that myself. I'm not getting those notifications on people that I watch. So here I took some white chalk paint, and I'm just taking the bottom of the paintbrush, and I'm just dipping it in and making little polka dots all around his scarf. And I probably should have done that to his hat too, but oh well. Then I took one of these pipe cleaners, and I cut it in half, and then I'm going to twist one of those around the end of that ribbon. So as you can see, I scrunch it together and just twist it around, and then I'll do it on the other end as well. And then I take that and then I wrap that pipe cleaner around inside the branches there where you're not going to see it. And then I will do the same thing on the bottom. That way it will hold the ribbon in place. I learned that technique last year. We've got we have a new house this year, or this last year, and it was our first year, and we had a really big, tall Christmas tree last year. So I wanted to have a whole bunch of ribbons cascading down it, and this is what I learned from Pinterest. Then I made a bow with that same ribbon, as well as with some blue gingham ribbon, and I put them together, and then I'm going to hot glue this little snowman plaque right in the middle. Now I put hot glue on the bars, but I ended up having to put some on the back of the picture as well, just because of those branches were kind of keeping it from really adhering. So I had to hold it down for a little bit. Then I add that bow to the bottom, and then I grab a little snowflake that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I put that right in the middle of the bow, and then I'm going to turn that around and add that twine that I showed you at the beginning for a hanger, and just tie a little knot on it, and that's done. It is all done, and I think it came out really cute. Let me know what you think about that, as well as all the rest of the DIYs today, and let me know which one was your favorite. And then here's the final reveal of all three. I hope you guys liked it. I loved it. And I can't wait to show you the next projects that I will have for you on Friday. So be watching, and I will have a new video. It'll be a good one, so make sure you watch. So with all that being said, you guys have a blessed week, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.